Oh! What was that? That's one of the top 5 problems we're going to talk about with this Ford Edge. But first, let's tackle that ticking problem. These Fords have engine noise. It sounds like ticking. You want to check your oil first, make sure it's at the right level. And if that looks fine, then you want to look at exhaust leaks. Exhaust leaks can sometimes sound like ticking that's coming from the engine, especially around the manifold. If that all works out and there's no exhaust leak and the oil level's fine, you're going to need to check the oil pressure and then get down into the engine. The next problem we're going to talk about is the right front rubbing, particularly after a very long drive. So that means like when things warm up, you're going to hear this right side rubbing. So Ford has said it could be numerous different things. Most likely, though, it's the wheel bearing. So when you check for wheel bearings, you're going to want to go back and forth like this, see if there's any play. What happens when a wheel bearing is going bad, even if you don't get a lot of play in it when it's cold, when it's hot, you will get more play. The grease thins out, and then the bearing ends up moving a little bit, and that rubbing noise could be the wheel bearing. You're going to want to replace your wheel bearing. Hop on to 1A Auto, order it up, and I would replace both sides. One goes, the other one will too. The next problem we're going to talk about is the axle seals. They leak on these. So if you see red or brown fluid on the ground, it's probably going to be those, and you need to replace them. Also, side note, if it's brown, it needs to be changed. It means that your transmission fluid is just not where it needs to be, and it's not fresh. So change that out too. Speaking of transmissions, these vehicles have issues with their flex plate. And what that means is it can crack and it can make the car not go forward or backwards. Transmission issues. Also, it can stall out the car. And if that's happening, you might want to check the crank for end play as well. Because if it has that, that's actually the real source of the problem and not your transmission. So you're going to want to fix that as well. So let's get back to the beginning of the video when all that stuff came out of the vent. When I had the AC going. You don't want to be breathing that in when you're driving. You need to keep it clean. The cabin air filter needs to be changed on a regular basis, and you got to make sure there's no debris, either from the evap system, HVAC system inside the car. It could be stickers that are on some of the components. It could be the actual insulation. It could be the evap flux flaking off. It could be a lot of things. Make sure you check it out and keep it clean.